Maxwell Yao A. I'm a geological engineer by profession, been into exploration geology, mine geology, and resource geology for more than a decade. Africa plays host to more than 30% of the world's natural resources. And as I will quote Osajefu, that Africa is not poor, but rich. It is Africans that are poor. In fact, Osajefu continued to say Africa has immense actual and potential resources. So when we speak of Africa, it is an incontrovertible fact that Africa plays host to more than about 30% of the world's natural resources, with over 70% of cobalt deposits in Africa. We have more than a quarter of the entire gold deposit in the world in Africa. We have more than 80% of chromium in Africa, and we have huge deposits of uranium, diamond, and other natural resources in Africa.
The scramble, we as a continent benefit from the scramble.
Emerging economies have always come to Africa for their natural resources. And with our modern industries and the search for energy, raw materials have become an insatiable need for the global community. So a lot of the emerging countries and powers have been trooping to Africa to access our natural resources. You will be surprised that India deployed a group of geologists to the African continent to look for copper and cobalt. And these two mineral resources are the critical minerals that the world is looking for their energy and the modern industries. The United States of America brokered a peace deal between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, which was necessary for their resource deal with DRC. In 2008, China had a resource infrastructure deal with Kinshasa. A single United Arab Emirates company invested $375 million in Ethiopia and Mali for gold. Just within the past decades, that another United Arab Emirates company has also invested $1.1 billion in copper mines in Zambia. Now, recently, in the past 15 years, we have seen Turkey, Israel, and Brazil also showing huge interest in Africa's resources. As for Australia, Canada, and China, Africa is their home. They have huge corporations, huge mining firms that they control on the African continent.
Of these natural resources, we see them trooping and then going in to really get these natural resources, especially oil.
They don't just come for nothing. They are targeting our natural resources, whether oil or gold or any of these critical minerals, especially with the energy demand on the world now, and these batteries that everybody is looking out for, they are in for our natural resources. Mostly that is their target. But I wouldn't even just stop with India. Moscow recently has also deployed their geologists to the African continent. And with them, they are dealing with resource for security deal with Africa. And I will also mention a recent investment that US has made in the Lobito corridor, which is creating an access or boosting the transportation of cobalt and copper. And the recent show or renewed interest of Washington in the resources of DRC. And I want to add that in 2050, Africa will host a quarter of the world's population. Not just that, young people between the ages of 15 and 24 will be coming from Africa in the year 2050. We must agree with ourselves that there is a growing debate within this well-informed youth of Africa asking, what is the interest of Africa in Africa's natural resources? And what control do we have of our natural resources? And this is a question not just being asked traditionally, but this is a question that is on the social media, and the youth of Africa are asking this question.